Hello and welcome back to the Epic Z's. Today, I'm going to show you a couple different softwares. It's like going to be a review of a few different game or screen capture softwares that you can record windows on your screen, the entire screen, video games, stuff like that. So the first one, number 4, I think is BandyCam. So this is the website for BandyCam, bandycam.com. And here's, you can download it here, and if you wanted to read more than what's in here that tells you different specifics about the software. And there's a free download and a full version, and the full version is $39, and I'll explain some differences between the two. So this is what the software looks like once you've downloaded it. And so if you look up here, there's the game recording mode, which records video games. And then there's screen recording mode, and if you click that, this little thing will pop up that allows you to, right now it's set at full screen, and I can click this button to restore it, and I can record a certain part of my screen, and if I wanted to record this part for whatever reason, I could do that. And then you can also search window, and that allows you to like just find a certain window and record that window, and if you click this button to start recording, that is a screen capture. Um, and then there's also HDMI. I've not actually used this, but what it does is it allows you to record things that are attached to your computer via HDMI. These are all the different settings that you can have for this software. This is just general settings you can play with, just user preference sort of things. If you click this advanced button and then video recording settings, you can get to different settings about like sound and webcam if you had a logo, effects, and other stuff like that. Um, and then there's video, which you can set hotkeys, which are very useful. Essentially, what hotkeys are, if you don't know, they allow you to, like right here in this example, it is if you click F12, then it would record or stop recording by just a click of the button. You can also have one for pausing the videos and stuff like that. And then this is also, you can access other settings. I'm not going to go in depth with that. You can look at that if you would like to. And then there are some other settings. I'm not quite sure what they would do. Um, I haven't messed around with some of those. But then you can also screen capture. I think I mentioned that earlier. And you can also output it, change the way you want to output it, where you want to output the video or picture. And so the difference between the free version and the full version is the free version, there's two main differences. In the free version, you have a watermark up top that says bandycam.com. And then there's also a 10-minute time limit, which says right here, 10-minute videos with a watermark if you are unregistered. And that can be a little bit annoying if you're trying to record a longer video because you can't. And if you get the free or the full version, then there's no watermark and you have an unlimited amount of time. So yeah, I don't think this is the best one. If you want a free recording software, if you were to pay for the full version, I think it would be a lot better. I still don't think it's the best software out there though. The next software that I have is iScream Screen Recorder. So this is the website, and you can have a free download, or again, same as BandyCam, you can upgrade to the full version. And so this is what the software looks like. And you can do screenshots and capturing videos similar to BandyCam. And so this is what happens when you record a video. There's this area where it'll pop up so you can see all of your history for recording videos, which is really nice because then if you save them in different spots and you don't want to go looking for them, you can just go on here and look at all of them and delete them, go to the folder, and upload to YouTube directly from the software, which is very nice. So capturing videos, you have many different options. You can do a custom area, which is you can essentially drag, and that's a specific area that you might want to record. Um, and then so there's also full screen, which is the entire screen of your uh, computer. And then also if you had a specific thing that you liked that you did last time you recorded something, you can do that. Or auto detection. I'm not 100% sure what that does. And then there's also around mouse, so you can record a specific area around your mouse. And then for screenshots, it's similar things, custom area, full screen. Um, and then, so there are different settings that you can have. So you can change the format of screenshots and videos. Unfortunately, for instance, in this, when you save to, nope, that's not it. Here it is. So when you're trying to save a video here, there's different formats. Unfortunately, for videos, you cannot change the format, which is really annoying, and that's because you can only do that in the full version. And you also, you can't change the video quality either. At least you can't change it any lower. It sets you at the highest, which is pretty nice. And there are certain settings that you can change. But see, like watermark, if you wanted to add a logo or something, you could not do that. And so one thing that I have noticed with this software when I first downloaded it, and it was really frustrating, is it saves it as a WebM, and my computer did not want to open that, unfortunately. So what I had to do was download the VLC, and that played it perfectly, but nothing else on my computer could open it. But VLC will open WebM files. And then audio, you can change some audio settings. You can also do hotkeys, which are nice. Yeah, and then there are other little settings you can mess with. And yeah, and then Pro version, um, it gets rid of, there is also a watermark on this one, similar to BandyCam. The free version disadvantages and advantages are similar to BandyCam with this one. There's a watermark for the company, and then there's also, similar to BandyCam again, 10-minute limit on your videos, which will go away if you get the full version. So, compared to BandyCam, this one is a little bit better. I like the history aspect of it, and I think there's a little more settings, customization, especially with the full version that you. Number 2 is iSpringfree. So this is the site for it. It is iSpringSolutions.com, and then they have many different products, so you want to make sure you're at the free cam, is what it's called. So to download it, you have to enter your email, so you can just say like fake@gmail.com, and as long as it's like a real Gmail, like a Gmail or Yahoo or something like that, you can put whatever you want here so that you don't actually have to give them your information. And then you'll just click free download. And so this is what the software looks like. You can have, to start a new recording, you can go to click new recording, and you can position anywhere on the screen. You can resize this as well. So you could do part of a screen, the entire screen. And then there's this little gear, you can click settings. So you can set the hotkeys for it, for pausing and resuming and stuff like that. You can change the microphone that you would like to use and the volume for it. And then in the advanced, there's other additional options such as showing the mouse cursor. That means, well, and then essentially what highlight mouse cursor is the kind of cool thing is that it will, when you're moving around your mouse, it'll highlight it, give it a little highlight so that it just is more visible to the viewer of the video. And you can also change the resolution, video size, full screen, and then you can also select a specific application that you would like to record. So you can also view the history of your recordings. And so I think this one is better than the previous ones because there is no time limit. There's no max time, and that's because there is no full version of this. It's a free software. So there's no like limitations for your recording. And there's also an editor that you can use with it. So once you record it, you can edit the video on the software. So you wouldn't need a like third-party software to edit it with. Now for my number one software that I think is the best for screen capture. OBS, or Open Broadcaster Software. This is the website, and you can download it here for any different operating system, and you just click download installer. This is the software, and it looks kind of funny because this is a preview of what you're going to record, and I'm actually recording right now, and this is what I've recorded the rest of this video with as well. So this is it's just recording since it's previewing the preview, it has like an infinite loop of previewing screens, which is kind of funny. But this is nice because as you, like if I hover over this, you'll see that it pops up in the preview, so I can kind of get an idea of what it's going to look like when I record it. So some perks about this software is it's completely free, and there's no max time limit for recording. And there's a lot of different settings. For instance, you can have like a scene, and then in that scene you can have multiple things. I'm using display capture, which captures the entire screen. But you could also have things like game capture, which captures a video game, image, where you're just screen capture, and then window capture, capturing a specific window, and many other different settings. You can also change here, there's an audio mixer, which is nice. You can change the different like mic and desktop audio settings. And this is how you record. You can start streaming. That's another good thing about this software, is that you can live stream to things such as Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, um, all that good stuff. So you could live stream right from to YouTube from this software. And then there are a lot of other settings. I'm not going to get too in depth about them. You can change different audio settings that you like, microphone, output, stuff like that. You can change the resolution for your video. You can change hotkeys. There's a ton of hotkeys, which is really nice. The only downside is there's no pause hotkey, which is a bummer, but it comes with so many other perks that I'm okay with that. And then there are a bunch of other settings that you can mess with. There's so many settings. I don't know what half of them do, but that's why I think this is the best. There's so many settings. There's so many possibilities with this software. You can live stream it right to YouTube. Um, you can have studio mode. This I guess allows you to cut your video and edit your video sort of on here. Um, so yeah, this is, I think, the best. It's free, tons of settings. I think it's very user friendly. Um, and I hope you liked this video. I hope you learned some stuff about screen capture, and if you're trying to make your own video for school or YouTube or whatever it may be, you have a better idea of how you might want to record that and know which one to use and some different things to consider when using a screen capture device or software.